Hey everyone, welcome into another episode of Who Should You Choose, the video series where I go through the prior videos, questions, and comments and help you with your HUT lineup decisions. Remember, if you want your question answered on the next episode, just make sure you're subscribed, notifications on, get your comment in, and I'll do my best to get your question answered. If I don't get to you in this video, make sure you come check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/nosleeves12. I'm live at 2 p.m. basically every single day Eastern time. Link is down below, and I'll be happy to answer your question live and hang out in the chat. So let's get into today's video. We'll start with the first question. Sleeves, I have 2 million coins, but my team is not as good. Where should I put my money to get the most value in terms of adding players to my team? I mean, like, if you're looking at the cards that will provide you with the most value over the long term of the game, like you're looking at like Gretzky and Mario simply because they'll be 99. You can upgrade them throughout the whole time. And honestly, with 2 million coins, getting Mario and Gretzky would be pretty massive. Obviously, you need the power-up collectibles, but if you can get some for free from, all of the objectives and things that are out, that would really go a long way. On top of that, like, again, it's such a vague question. You could buy a Team of the Year player like McDavid or McKinnon, but those are probably going to be like 1.5 million. I don't know if I'd do that. I would need more context, man, to help you out. Hi, should I sell my Drew Doughty X Factor card? Honestly, yes, because his value will never be higher than it is right now. Like, you're getting almost 1 million coins for it. And as the season goes along, it will be less and less simply because there'll be cards that catch up, have better abilities, things like that. And there is a cost to upgrading Drew Doughty's X Factor card. Not only that, you can get it for free every month in the reroll. So, yes, I would sell. Hey, Slave, struggling keeping up with the power-up players. Team is feeling it is struggling keeping up with power-up players. Team is feeling at center especially. I have Pronger fully made, but don't love him. Any suggestions at 90 plus that I should buy or make? Honestly, we are in a very weird spot. Center is like the weakest position. Like, there's a lot of good ones, but there isn't a ton of like, man, these are them. Like McDavid and McKinnon, they can both play center, but you play them on the wing and you're like, holy smokes, right? Like, if you play that Zdeno Chara on defense, you're like, man, this is it. We don't really have that for center. If you really don't like Pronger, I wouldn't upgrade it because he'll feel slower as the month goes along when new team builders come out. Someone in the reply said 92 star of the month. Matthews has been unreal. Matthews always has a pretty good card. He does. Okay, hang on a second. China recently passes laws that remove certain things from online video games. No more rewards for daily gameplay, no rewards for hourly play, or discounts for excessive gameplay. Do you ever see this coming to North America? No shot ever in our lifetime. No. Odds we ever get a Backstrom charity card. My guy's stuck at 80 overall. No. Maybe. Probably not. As a no money spent player, would you sell Bonk to have coins or keep him at 99? Ugh. That's tough. That is tough. You have such an advantage over everyone. Depends on the rest of your team. If you have a team similar to mine, or if you have like a base team and the only card you have is Bonk, then yes, I would sell. But you could get by with everything else and keeping Bonk, I think. However, he'll never be more expensive than he is now. I really want a Rob Blake card, but I already have Bonk, Doughty, and Team of the Year Makar. You've locked up those 3 for the rest of the year, unfortunately. I am stuck. I have enough to only be able to make 1, Mario or Gretzky. I have McDavid and McKinnon Team of the Year. I'm leaning towards 66 because he seems more of a traditional center as the game progresses. I would agree with that. I think that Gretzky is maybe slightly better right now, but I have had great experience with Mario Lemieux. He's my number 1 center right now. I feel bad for fans of bad teams. The Oilers team is nasty right now. Well, yeah, obviously. The Oilers would be a really easy team. Hey, Slaves, leg day or skip it and hurry home to play Rivals and make sure I don't lose my rank before reset. Go outside, brother. Don't worry about your Rivals rank. Don't skip leg day either. Any recommendations for a goalie? Maybe Markstrom? I know they don't matter much, but I need a new one. Yeah, goalies, whatever. If you're like, I need to replace Markstrom, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on anyone. I have the 85. You could use the 87. And yeah, probably fine. Yo, Sleeves. So I'm getting a weird glitch where on the power play or penalty kill, it automatically puts my winger at center, and I don't know why. I've checked all the lines of my centers and where they should be, but in game it'll swap out Bedard with Gretzky at center on the PK example. This was a known issue last year. It's Hey, Slaves, what do you think will be the first 99 at Team of the Year? I mean, probably McDavid. Oh, McKinnon. I don't know. McKinnon is just a one-man show. One of those two. Actually, to be honest, it's probably Makar in May. EA made it so that like no cards got the 99 and they slow rolled it. It's probably Makar because at the end of May when the XP pass set is done and the first person gets it, then it's in the game and Makar's Team of the Year jumps up to 99. I just want to say with Allmark injured, the Bruins have 3 games in 4 days coming up. Will we see a third string Boston goalie? Who is Boston's third string goalie? Haven't seen the third string goalie in 3 years. Well, I know it was Dan Vladar for a long time. That's a Bruins goalie depth. Who is their third goaltender? I actually don't know. Oh, Brandon Bussey. Do you think we're going to get a Pavel Bure card unless he signs into the Player Alumni Association? No, that's not an EA thing. He just hasn't signed into the alumni agreement. Hey, Sleeves, curious on how to play the game. During penalty kills, do you skate away from the players to kill the clock? That's ragging. Don't do that. And when you have the lead, do you keep away? In the final minute, it is like a strategy, yes. Not like in the offensive zone, not defensive zone. That's like pucks or just straight up ragging is when you run it all the way back into your zone. Offensive zone ragging is still not a good way to play, but less, when I do it, my team slows down to slugs. That's because you're ragging the puck. You can't go back into your defensive zone. When other people do, it seems they always have full energy. Not sure my style. If you can't beat them, might as well join them. No. You're full on ragging. When you hold on to the puck and skate away and run away from players, it'll take your speed down to like 0 and you'll get crushed. I would, if you want to kill the clock, go ahead. But no, just skate out of the zone and into the offensive zone and then cycle it. Hey, Slaves, is there a good third or fourth line right winger that you recommend? Right-handed winger? Like, Pasternak cards are really good, It depends what you consider would be a, like for example, Brendan Shanahan's team builder is on, like, my third line right now. Is it worth going for team builders if you just start at Christmas? Good question. Yes, I think team builders is always worth going for because you could take untradeable rivals rewards and then you just use those cards in the team builder sets and slowly but surely you'll get them. We need a replacement for Fantasy Zegras. Is Zegras hurt or is he just bad? He's having a broken ankle. God, what a bad year. I have a feeling that EA's new content team is setting a precedent that it is buyer beware, and they are not going to give any replacements. They didn't with Perry. I don't see them doing it with Zegras if they haven't already. Maybe, but I don't think so. And they've really done a number on the fantasy event. Hey, I have the team with Shanahan and Natchez on my right wing. On my wing right now, Shanahan's on the second line, Natchez on the third. In your time using them, did you like Wheels on Natchez or Unstoppable Force on Shanahan? I can only activate one. If I activate Wheels, I'll move Natchez up. I don't know if I would use Wheels on the second line. It's probably still Natchez. Still think you should do IRL upper deck pack rips that would provide more variety, expand your audience, and grow your channel. Also, the fact you like ripping cards IRL is also a benefit. Could also get a sponsor or a creator partnership going with upper deck. This could also be applied to your MLB YouTube content as well. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've ripped cards like I've done that in the past. I'm waiting for Series 2 to come out. Like, I don't really want to pay the pre-sale price because Bedard's card is legitimately going for such. Bedard's pre-sale Upper Deck Young Gun card is going for like a McDavid auto rookie card. Not the big Holy Grail one, but like it's ridiculous. So I'm just waiting, man. Not a question, but for dude who asked about Eichel, it's Connor and Trocheck. Oh yeah, they replaced Eichel and I can't remember the other one. Chris Phillips should be a team builder. That's like I don't know if he fits. He kind of fits the bill. Hey Sleeves, love the content. I was wondering if I should make the remaining team builder cards I have only Madonna and Regier. The remaining would all be on the third and fourth line. Should I make them or wait to see if the new one released are good? Because if I make them and the new ones aren't as elite, is it a waste of resources? I don't have the cards. I would roughly use 34 Champs collectibles and turn them into 17 Mega Players packs. Thanks. I'll be honest with you. Team builder cards, when they come out, it is a method for them to get you to rip packs so that you can make them. They are always among the best when they come out. They are over 6'2" half the time. They have high end stats and attributes. Like I can't remember the last time when a bad team builder card came out. Like I guess Briere last year, but when it gets into the mid 90s, they usually don't mess around. Hey Slaves, would it be worth it to trade in X Factor Keller, Kachuk, and Larkin? I have Doughty and Makar, so could use a better forward. Keller, Kachuk, and Larkin. Yes, I would trade those in. What up, Jordan? Straight to the point. Give me a short seasons with condensed playoffs, and I'd stay longer than I have this year. Coding, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I would 100%, man. Like, I've said this before. Actually, I want to read the rest of this comment first. What kept me around more this year was keeping all the players I have in my lineup true to line potential. So star players are only allowed in the top 6, none in the bottom 6 allowed. This helped me save my coins for when I thought there was actually someone worth trading out of my top 6 or top 2 D pairings, and allowed for some holy crap, these junior bottom 6 NHL women cards in my middle bottom 6 are actually hitting above their average. This creates a narrative for my season. This leads to my second point. Story. We need more story-driven gameplay. Right now, the stories are save for team builders, save for team of the year. Now, what's the story? Save for team of the season, save for 99 Makar, Bedard. This is what I think the next game mode should focus on. A story to have these cards. Oh, God, I've gone too far in my head now. I'm thinking about how much sports gaming is just about the new hotness and dopamine release every 10 seconds. Besides the short season story where you have hut cards earn you a championship, what is a way you think we could develop more story and development through the life cycle of the game of Hut other than the dreaded, I can't wait for a 99 team card release? Collection based. Like collections. Like I came up with this off the cuff on Coffee and Shell the other night. Imagine that in Hut, let's say it's November, let's pretend it's launch, okay? Every month is a new era. So, you get 30 programs, or call them collections, for every NHL team, one for NHL team, every month, okay? And in each collection, all right, it depends on the era. So let's say October is the 2000 to 2010 era, okay? And you have to, for the San Jose Sharks, again, the highest MSP that month is an 86, right? Okay? Let's say if you complete the entire collection, you have to collect all of the base cards for that team. You then have to get objectives with that team's cards. So score 500 goals with San Jose Shark player items. And along the way, you unlock cards from that era. So let's say the first one is an 84 Dan Boyle. Okay, you then get a Dan Boyle card. You can put him in your lineup and use it, right? As you level up and keep going, let's say you've got to complete Dan Boyle's best season. So you've got to put up, a bunch of goals and assists. And once you've got that amount with that card, the next thing unlocks. And let's say you get an 85 overall Joe Pavelski. Okay. Same thing. Repeat. At the end, if you complete them all, you get an 86 overall Joe Thornton that has like great abilities, maybe 2 synergies. Like, very, very good. You do this for all 30 teams. And now you've got the ability to make a really good theme team. Next month happens. Okay, let's say it's the 1990s. All right, let's use the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, 87 overall is now the highest. You collect the Toronto Maple Leafs, and when you turn them in, you don't lose them, by the way. So when you collect all of the Toronto Maple Leafs base cards, then like you lock them in, they're untradeable, and you can't use them in sets, but you've got them. Okay, so now what you can do is the collection reward would be an 85. Everything goes up +1 every overall for the month. An 85 Doug Gilmour, or that's probably too high. Sergei Berezin. As you go along, you get an 88 Matt Sundin or Wendell Clark, for example. And every team, again, has that. And obviously for the teams that weren't around during that era, you'd have to come up with something a little bit more interesting, right? But you could do expansion, like former expansions. So let's say for Vegas and Seattle, right, they didn't exist. You could do things like complete objectives with former Atlanta Thrasher cards, or for example, like I'm just off the top of my head, I don't know how you'd fix that. The other thing is make Squad Battles actual franchise mode. Like I've said this forever. This would be how I fix franchise mode. It is no longer a weekly reset. It is a season that you can just repeat as much as you want. And every month, the overall reward that you earn, like the big reward, you earn that, and then at the end of the next month, a new reward comes out. So cards that you can earn that you are exclusive to Squad Battles. But every time you complete a Squad Battle season, you can still get pack rewards. So here's how it would work. It starts out, you've got 10 cards. They're all flipped over. You can't see what they are, right? In there is a purple pull. You don't know what it is, okay? There's no way to figure it out. At the start of the season, right, you go in. You've got a 24 or a 16-game regular season or a 24-game regular season. You've got, like, your team, right, you use for Squad Battles. You pick your level of difficulty, and that will result in the different types of rewards you get. And as you go further, let's say you finish first in the league, okay? You flip a card over. So you can see if it's a purple pull. You'll know, right? Because at the end of the Squad Battles, you win the Stanley Cup, or at the end, you get knocked out, whatever it is. You have to then pick a card, and that's the card that you get guaranteed on top of all the pack rewards you get. Now, why I think this would be cool is imagine your coach card is not for not for synergies. It's like here is it's you. So the more Squad Battles you do, the better you do. All of that. You unlock Scouting level 1, and now you get an extra card at the beginning of every Squad Battle season that you can flip over, giving you better chances of seeing and pulling the purple card. Right? I just think this would be a really cool idea, and it would make, again, like a season, which is what franchise mode is so universally loved in every sports game, and Ultimate Team modes don't tap into that enough. So I think that's how you fix that. So that was a long-winded answer for that, but thank you guys again for watching. If I didn't get to your question, I apologize. Again, make sure to subscribe, notifications on for the next video, or just come check me out on Twitch. I'll be happy to answer your question. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.